Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Coins Eagle. And you know, have you ever thought about getting into crypto? Have you considered trying your trading luck? Well, you see, I started in crypto in 2017 in January, and I did really well for the first 3 months, and then it went downhill. It just the price just really dropped, and I had no idea what to do, and so I lost most of the profits that I had made. But here's the thing. Now we have a secret weapon, as it were, that we can pull out whenever we need it. And let me just share the screen and show you what I'm talking about, okay? All right, so let's see if it works today to share the screen, because a couple of days ago, or maybe it was yesterday, sharing the screen just simply didn't work. All right, so I think it's working. Now, what I want to show you, I believe, is here in this. Yeah, this screen is what I wanted to show you, okay? All right, okay, so now let me just show you what happens here. Now, this here coin is called Waves. Waves is one of the top 40 cryptos that are being tracked by the algorithm software. Actually, I hadn't mentioned that yet. So, but well, let's just see how this goes here, because I want to show you something. Now, if you were to come into the markets and you would decide to buy some coin, what you would want to do from profits, you would want to find a low spot, or at least track a coin for a bit and see what it's doing. And you see, this is what I did when I first got started. And of course, we didn't have the software then that we have now, which I'm going to tell you more about in just a minute. But we didn't have that software. And so what I did is I tracked the coin for a little bit, and I noticed it was going upward. It had an upward trend. And so I bought that particular coin, and it really, really went up, kind of like this here. And but then all of a sudden it came back down, and I had no idea how to go about it or what to do. And this, obviously, I was, I went along down with the price and lost most of my money. Now, I wanted to just show you a little bit what happens here, okay? So here you are at the, let's just say we're at this, pretty much the lowest point here, which is perfect for a buying opportunity, right? So this is where you would buy, okay? Now, how much is this coin here? In US dollars, it's worth just barely over 20 cents, okay? Now, I think there's a bit lower here still, where it's 18 cents actually, or 19 cents. But now, if you look at what happens as you go up here, I mean, it goes up to $5.48. So now just imagine yourself spending here at this low point, say, oh man, just pick an easy number like $100 worth, okay? So $100, spending $100 really isn't that much money to spend. Now, If you are taking a gamble, then $100 is quite a bit of money. You know, if it's just a straight gamble that you're doing, because here's the deal. You have no idea what you're doing and as to whether you're just going to lose that money or what's going to happen, right? And I mean, the truth is that nothing is really certain. That is, nothing physical is really absolute, because it's only a reflection of the reality that exists on the invisible plane. But still, it's the physical that we are attracted to and that we, that we enjoy, through our senses. But now here we are. Let's just say that we're buying $100 worth at 20 cents. Okay, so so $100 worth at 20 cents. That's 500. Okay, so that would be $500 when it gets up to $1. That would have gained 5 times. That would be $500. So right here, after just very bit after, hang on here. Where are we here? Where it's $1? Let's just go move up there to where it is a dollar. That's $1.28 already. Okay, so you've just made 5 times your money back at this point. So now let's assume or imagine that you had a way of knowing what the prices were going to be. And the reason I say that is because once you're on the downhill, once you're over the tipping point on that price, you're you can't sell. That's what I'm saying is, you can't sell at a point like that, because you have to sell while it's still a buyer's market. Okay, so now let's assume that you know exactly when to sell, and so you're riding this price up, and boom, here you are at $5.89. Now let's even just say that it wasn't even $5. What did we say? Okay, we said you had at $1 you had 5 times your money. Okay, so that would be $500. Okay, now what about $5 now? Well, doesn't that mean now you'd have $5,000? You've turned $100 into $5,000, if my math is correct. Okay, now that'd be a perfect place to sell, because you want to make sure that you sell before you're at the tipping point. And granted, it goes up quite a bit yet here. I mean, we're going up to $6.83, but that's getting very, very close to the tipping point. You're at this point, it becomes a gamble. You might not even already not be able to sell at this, because we're right at the peak. Okay, so you would sell just before that, and then you're out of the market. You stay out until you're well, you could again buy down here, but that's very, you'd have to really keep a close eye on if you're going to risk it. So my opinion, I would say let that little peak alone. Let that alone. Wait till you're down here, and maybe even this one here. And now here is where I'd buy again, and then ride it up and sell right about here. Again, sell at $5. Okay. Now you've again from where were we here? Right, we were here down here at 267, and you again sell at 5. That's another nice gain there, really nice gain. So now you kind of stay out. You can, well, actually, you could buy back in here. Really, you could at 419 and sell again at at $5. You know, sell again at $5. And then you stay out, and here you would buy again at 393, and again you would go up to you want to sell just before $5, or you could sell at 5. It's 506. You could sell at 5. That's getting very close. But even if you just sold at 460 or so, you'd still be safe. And then you stay out until you get all the way down here, okay, right here. And you buy in again at 345, and then you ride it up here, and you sell at $14. Imagine the profits you would have gained from just $100 in doing this. Now, of course, if you're playing, if you are gambling with that $100, gambling, and by that I simply mean having no idea what the markets are going to do, and you're just buying it and holding on for dear life, you know. So let's follow this on just a bit longer here, because you'd be selling here at $14, and then you stay out until you're right down here, and then you again buy at 380 or so, and you just write up this and sell again at 7. You know, 792 or whatever, it's at 792 it is here. And you're still safe to sell at that point, okay? Because it does go up to actually 814. So selling at 792 would be great, right? Then you keep out until you get down here. And now you buy again at 361, at 356. Now you buy again, and only to sell again here at 650 or so. You could sell again because it does go all the way up to 766. You could probably sell at $7, but that's getting very, very close. Yeah, actually at 702, you could easily sell there, and that'd be great. And then you again keep out until you get down here somewhere. And now here you could cash in on these minor ones, which isn't very big. I'd probably just stay out until about here and then buy again. That's probably what I would do, you know. Now, if you're trying to do this, having no idea what the prices are going to be, it'll be havoc. Really, that's all that would be, okay? Because you wouldn't be getting anywhere. You need to know what the prices are going to be, and so that you can catch the price at the right time to sell. Now, let me show you something. I think it's on this. Yes, here. Okay, so now Python signals is what I was talking about. That's where we get the data. Okay. Now I want to tell you something about Python signals. Okay. Now with Python signals, what happens is now you don't get this data for free. You have to pay for it. I mean, obviously, you think about the value that the leverage it gives you. Like, I mean, it's a no-brainer that you'd have to pay for it. Okay. But now these are the three gentlemen that run this website. You know, I mean, of course, they have teams, because you know, this isn't a business that, you know, that has a maximum of 5 members, right? Okay, because now the cryptocurrency market, it has been a wild ride over the past few years, but every time the new high the cycles, the top point of the cycles each time are much higher than the ones before. So what does that say, or what does that tell us? That tells us that it's an increasing, that the cryptocurrency market is increasingly getting larger. Okay, so now many people don't know this, but the banking system, the fiat currency system, is failing, and this is what brings. This is what makes the crypto market really boom. It makes it a bull market. Okay. Now, these are the gentlemen that, as I mentioned, that run the site. Now, we've got, what's his name there? Gavin Victor, being the administration of the site, and then Marius Landman, he's our chief data analyst, our trader. Now, and then of course there's Ajoki, who is the marketing director. But with Marius here, Marius Landman, he is our chief data analyst, and he has developed an algorithm that he's used for 30 some years already in major corporations that he's been working for, and projecting future outcomes from using data from past events and so on. Now, he has plugged that system into, in 2015, he plugged that system into the cryptocurrency market, and it has yielded tremendous results for him and of course many others who found out about what he was doing. And now they have turned this into a program to open it up for anybody, the average you and me working type of person, of people. Okay, now we can all take advantage of this, and not only have we got the advantage of knowing what the prices are going to be of the top 40 cryptos, but also it has a pay plan with it that also, which helps that you can refer people. Like, let's say you would love to start trading, but you don't actually have money of your own that you want to use. Well, what you can do is you can get access to the trading and then refer some people, get commissions, and then use those commissions for profiting in the trading. Now that's one way of doing it, right? Okay, so we're trading the, you know, as we said here, the top 40 cryptos is what's being followed. And there's information here. Now, of course, you can go to pythonsignals.com and see what is all on this page here. I'm not really going to go into all of the details here, but here we have a session, what people are saying. These are people that had access to his data before Python Signals was launched. And one of them being John McAfee, which is the owner of the antivirus system, and so on. And then, of course, you know, you can go through the home page here and telling, you know, and where you can actually read the information and see how it all works, right? And of course, here it talks about the pay plan, it being a 2x18 force matrix. And then it tells us percentages on all the levels here. And of course, the affiliate program. And here's the explanations about that, okay? So what each of the packages is in the, you know, and the pay plan, and also what the packages do in the for trading, okay? Because there's 4 packages. There's a silver, a gold, a platinum, and a galaxy packages you can buy, which the silver covers 30 days access, the gold 90 days, the platinum 180 days, and the Galaxy covers a year. Okay, so it's a month, 3 month, 6 months, and a year. That's the packages that are available. Now the monthly, it's the silver is $50 a month. Okay, and the gold is $150 a month. The platinum, which is 6 months access, is $250 a month, and then the Galaxy is $500 a year, or not a month, and 6 months. $250 for 6 months, and the Galaxy, of course, is yearly at $500. Okay, so now another thing I want to mention here is, you know how that there are many programs on the internet, some of which, you know, they claim that they do the trading for you. They've got these bots that do the trading, and you make all this, you know, you're going to make all this money. You give them your Bitcoin, and then you're going to be making all this money. Well, if you haven't tried those, maybe count yourself lucky, because many of us have. I'm one of them. I've tried about 4 or 5 of them, and every one of them, before I actually ever made any money, got paid from my investments, they disappeared. Now, if you enjoy that type of thing, by all means, knock yourself out. I'm not here to tell you what you should do. Okay, that's not what I'm here for. But what I am saying is that those sites never reveal the owners. You never know who's behind it and who is profiting from all the money that people are putting in, and then they close the site down. You know, you never know who that is. And of course, here, these gentlemen here, we are in communication with them. We know where they live. We are, you know, they are transparent about what's going on, about everything that they're doing. So my point is this: these guys aren't hiding, okay? These guys are open and upfront about what's going on, what they're doing, how their thing runs, and they communicate with us, showing us how it all works, what they're doing, and how we can profit. I mean, this you know, these guys are for real. All right. Now, so I just wanted to tell you that because that is one of the main factors that we need when you're entering into a business. It is such value to know who runs it and what those people are actually up to, and so on. All right. Okay, so I'm going to come out of the screen share and see if I have any. Oh, I've got 3 viewers. Let me just find the video here so that I can get back to the right page. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Romeo, for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. And then Stephen Ostaki, thank you very much for tuning in as well. I appreciate it very much.
Here's a question.
Okay. Do you ever use dominance charts instead of fiat? I don't know what dominance charts are. Never heard of that before. Crypto.
The fiat or crypto pairings.
Oh, I don't know what that means. I know there are bots that apparently react to the changes that go on in the crypto market. But as I already said, I've never, for me, that has been a losing battle every time. I never ever gained any money from that. And so, but what this is, I'm not familiar with that, Stephen. So sorry, I can't speak on that because I don't know. But with Python signals, what I find, I don't know if I mentioned it, because my first crypto that I bought in 2017 in January, I made tremendous profits. I bought $500 worth or thereabouts, not necessarily exactly 500. But I bought about 500, and within 3 months, that turned into about $36,000. It was awesome. But I didn't have access to any knowledge of what the prices were going to do. And then the price dropped and I lost just about all of my profits. I went all the way back down to $3,000 that I had left. And so, of course, what I've done with that $3,000 has made me very rich. It has made me very wealthy. And that most of that was also before Python Signals. But now that Python Signals has come along, this is a tremendous leverage that we can know what the prices are going to be. And if you watch soon enough in this video, I showed how the price changed and how we buy low and sell high, okay? And this we can now do because we know ahead of time what the prices are going to be. This is so powerful, okay? It's like having a monopoly, you know, over the crypto market, basically. All right. Okay, so there are links below. If you aren't in Python Signals yet and you want to get started, there are links below that you can check out and get started. And of course, if you have any questions, contact me. Any questions about Python Signals or about what we're doing and so on, or any other way that I can help you, you know, promote or whatever it is, right? All right, thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful day, okay?